First of all, I just like to shout out all industry access. Shout out Leaf the Plug, Get Connected. I'd like to welcome y'all to Atlanta, Georgia, man. My name is Action. I started in the music around, it's been a part of my life all my life, really. I grew up in church, and I moved away from home when I was 13 years old. And the family that took me in was very loving. It was very caring. It was kind of like a group home situation. But they always inspired me to keep my love for music. My teachers, they told me, no matter where I went in life, they tried to put me in situations to better my writing, to involve me in contests for creative writing, all these types of things. And they told me to just continue to pursue my art form, And growing up in my community, we weren't taught to display emotions. We weren't really taught to feel anything like that. So a lot of the things that we went through, or why we went through these things, we didn't know why. We didn't know why we felt this way. We didn't know why we were in the circumstances we were in. And I feel like the people, like some artists convey that in their music, but it's really, we glorify the wrong things in the music while portraying that pain. And I feel like a lot of my musical influences did that. I look up to people like T.I. His struggle was real nice. John Legend, Life Jennings, people like that. Big Boy, Andre 3000, J. Cole, Hove, Nas, all people like that in the industry. I love those guys. They changed the whole culture of the game. And it's the epitome of a struggle that came out of nowhere. So everybody bets on the underdogs. The image I feel like my music conveys, it's a lot of pain in it, but it's a lot of light, and I feel like that's what we need. We need more storytelling. We need more of the process of real life, so what people can relate to, instead of glorifying these jewelries, these diamonds. We need some financial literacy. We need some history. We need to get back reconnected with our culture. I feel like that's what the game is missing right now, and I feel like a lot of independent artists, there's very few that get overlooked. That's what they're doing. They're reconnecting back to the roots and the culture of the music and the game. I really love that, and I feel like that's what makes me different. That's what makes our team different. Because we'd rather start in the community and use the music as a tool to make a change in the community than to start in the strip club trying to get into the industry. We took a very different path to it, and I just love that about our team. I feel like that's what makes us unique. And we try to develop artists under the indie circuit based off of what we know and our knowledge. I love that. Some of the past projects and achievements that I've had, I love. I did a project at the beginning of the year called Back to Scratch. I love that, and that kind of took you back to. It sounded really raw. It had a very raw feel. It was very like storytelling track, and I feel like that track was real nice. I did Drip. I just released that right before the new year, 2017. It's available on all platforms. You can stream it. I'm working on All the King's Man right now. That's what I got right now. I feel like one of our biggest achievements was once we started getting the community to actually back us, for the people that can come to shows, the people that can't come to clubs, the people with families. You got to put on events for them. So I feel like one of our biggest achievements was getting our community on board with us. I feel like that was one of our biggest things that happened so far. I haven't had really any huge breaks. I have some contacts, but I feel like the big break is happening. I feel it in the process. Shout out All the Access, Leaf the Plug, Get Connected. You can find me everywhere though. As at About Action on Instagram. That's AKTIION. Everywhere where you stream music, it's Action. Or YNG Persian, one word. You can find me everywhere. YouTube, Google Play, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes. Right here in Atlanta, Georgia, man. I'm signing off.